plan was to help schools in India by racing an auto rickshaw 1,200 kilometers across Tamil Nadu. We arrived prepared for typhoid and malaria, but completely unprepared for the organized madness that is the Indian Auto Rickshaw Challenge.
We're crossing the entire Pacific, and we are going about as far as you can go on the other side of the globe. So we'll carry on back up towards Madras, which is now called Chennai.
The rickshaw mayhem would begin in Chennai, and 1,200 kilometers and a fair amount of drama later, the world champions of auto rickshaw racing would be declared in a little town called Kanyakumari.
Why are you doing this?
Why not, right?
We are using technology to win a challenge in a third world country.
I like long walks on the beach and rickshaw rallies in strange countries.
Let's hope we win.
We were up against 28 teams representing 13 countries. We had never visited India before. We had never been in, let alone driven, an auto rickshaw. Fortunately, you can learn in 3 easy steps.
Check. 1, how we start it. This is the gear shift, okay? And that's the accelerator. So theoretically, that should be enough for you to actually finish the challenge successfully.
Oh yeah, a 4th step, the brake. Well, we learned that one soon enough.
It's a very risky road.
We were jazzed when the race started and quickly pulled into the lead. Unfortunately, we didn't know where we were going. The race's point system started with a riddle. What is the 3-in-1 in Krishnan Mandapam?
We're looking for Krishnan Mandapam!
Deep elephant trunk, the small elephant trunk.
Apparently, insanity can be found pretty much everywhere. Hungary, the UK, Italy, Canada, the US. The Hungarians had experience and their own National Geographic videographer. The Canadians had mechanical expertise, and the Italians fancied themselves Andretti descendants. We regarded the Indian teams as our toughest competition, having local knowledge and language in their favor, as well as familiarity with ox and cows on the roads and in the classrooms. Fortunately, we were welcomed as friends everywhere we went, particularly by the kids.
Team! Namascar! Good!
Warnings from our Guide to India book not to pick up hitchhikers were quickly ignored. With the beauty of the country and the joy and warmth of the people, it was easy to forget that a road race is dangerous, especially in a country with the highest rate of traffic fatalities in the world.
Let's hope no one dies on this trip. Oh, seriously. And a motorbike ripped into the back here.
And then just to top things off, we got hit by a bus.
That's really scary stuff.
Yeah, it was a bit terrifying.
I just want to get home.
This is where it struck.
I've had enough, really.
The food was incredible and somewhat risky as well, but everything was an adventure, even getting lost.
But the thing is, like, every time we get lost, we go, oh, this sucks, we got lost. It turns into something like wacky and hilarious. We ended up going down that weird road, and what did we end up with? Getting mobbed by kids, and you run around with the jackass hat.
Even after being blessed by the White Lady, breakdowns were still a common occurrence.
I think this repair job's going to cost us.
Well, whatever I have in my pockets, I'm looking at somewhere around 35, 40, whatever I have.
So that's $1?
Yeah, something like that.
About $1, yeah. Well,
Some teams faced obstacles that were not as easily dealt with.
so I understand you guys actually had an encounter with the law. How long were you in jail?
About 20 minutes.
Did you meet anyone named Bubba?
As for Team Namascar, it was hard to predict if technology, wacky hats, and fearless naivete would favor us or fail us. After 7 days, 3 clutches, a new gearbox, 2 flat tires, 2 muffler repairs, and plenty of close calls, we finished the race. When we finally reached Kanyakumari, we'd marvel at how we'd done so relatively unscathed, limbs still attached, but world views altered immeasurably.